What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes guide. Today we're going to be going over the top 3 teams that you can use for your first starter team in the game that's going to build you towards the legendary characters that you see in the journey guide in the game. So let's hop into some gameplay. I talked about this one in a previous video, but it has been one of the most popular teams starting off in this game for quite a while now, and it still holds true. So the Phoenix Squadron, this is going to allow you to start working towards a solid Empire team. So with this squadron, you can unlock Emperor Palpatine and you can unlock Thrawn. So the 5 characters that you need probably would be the best ones to go with is Kanan, Hera, Ezra, Chopper, and Zeb. Sabine is a hard node farm, so it takes you a little bit longer to get her. Kanan, quite easy to get a hold of. He is in the Squad Arena store, so Squad Arena currency, you should be getting that every day. Zeb's Galactic War currency, very easy to grab him. Hera and Ezra are both Cantina nodes. They're early Cantina node farms. So that's something that you can get a hold of early. It just kind of thinks that you're kind of using the same currency. So my recommendation, if you go the Phoenix route and you're doing those multiple Cantina node farms, maybe just hop back and forth with the characters as you star them. So if you get Ezra to 3-star, then go ahead and get Hera to 3-star and just kind of jump back and forth as you go through. The other options that I would look into is go the Separatist route. Now, there's a lot of different guides out there that kind of give you different Separatists that you can go with. I've discussed this in several other videos, but I do believe just because of the added value of the 3 ships that the Geonosians bring to your game, I would say start farming Geonosians as soon as you can. Geo Soldier is the very first Cantina node, so very easy to get a hold of that one. Geo Spy is Cantina node level 4. So that one's a pretty quick one that you can get to as well. Poggle's Galactic War Store currency, easy access to that you'll have. Sunfac, you get a lot more Sunfac shards when you start getting into the ship's currency, but he's also found in the guild store. And for an early lead, because Geo Brood Alpha is a late Cantina node, my recommendation is to go for Count Dooku or Nute Gunray. Both of these are some solid characters that you can add in to the Geo team as you level up and go through the process. But I would definitely recommend a Separatist team as an early option as well. This is going to lead you to a Padme Galactic Republic team. Both of those teams are used in the Geo territory battles. So if you get both of those teams up and going around the time you turn level 85, you're just going to have a jump start in territory battles. And then Padme is a top 5 team in the game that is a terrific Squad Arena team, and then Geos do terrific in Squad Arena early in the game as well. So definitely would recommend Separatists. And then the last squad, and this is more for players who are coming into the game and want to start focusing on the new Galactic Legends content. I would recommend going First Order first. So First Order, I've got some favorites on these first 5 here. Obviously, as part of the requirements for the new Rey and Kylo, you're probably going to end up having to get these new characters: General Hux, Sith Trooper. Both of those are 2 solid characters, and then there's some requirements on these other characters as well. But just for your starter team, I would recommend Kylo Ren Unmasked. Let him be your lead. He is a early Cantina node, easy to get access to. Kylo Ren, another early access Cantina node. First Order Executioner, another Cantina node. See, the only problem with this team is it's a lot of Cantina node farms, so it's not as spread out as some of the other teams where you can farm your currencies and be farming several of the characters at the same time. So luckily Captain Phasma, and the reason I throw her in here, she's not the best tune in the world, but she's a currency tune. So you'll be able to get her in one of the stores, and then First Order Officer is in the Cantina store as well. So that's another one that uses currency. So this is the lineup that I would recommend on this, and this is for the players that really want to come in and kind of start that grind to be able to get the Galactic Legend Kylo and Galactic Legend Rey. So I do want to look at, there's a lot of resources out here for you to kind of figure out the path that you want to take when it comes to farming legendary characters. So this is one that a chart that I found on Reddit. I'm going to include a link in the description below. Definitely thank the author for this one. I think it's Chubba Bubba was the guy who put this together. So terrific, guide for you to kind of look through. You can see the teams that kind of where they lead to. So right over here we've got our Phoenix Squadron. That's going to give you Thrawn, and then it's also going to give you Emperor Palpatine, and then you can take that team and build off a good Empire team to get your Commander Luke Skywalker, who is still a solid character in this team, and you can also use their ships to go after Thrawn's capital ship. So very solid first team. It does have 2 Jedi in it as well, which also brings you over to go after Grandmaster Yoda. Those Jedi are things that you can use to build like a Bastila-led Jedi team, like an early Jedi team. Those 2 with Yoda, Bastila, Jolie, that's a pretty solid team starting off. And then over here, this is the Separatists lineup. They're recommending going for General Grievous. I think that that's a great way to go, but I would definitely recommend the Geonosians over that, and that's going to unlock Padme for you, which is a very, very solid team. If you get in a good guild, like I've recommended before, you can start getting those General Kenobi shards. And then if you go this route too, I would recommend go ahead and start farming Ahsoka, farm Jedi Knight Anakin when you can get a hold of him, start farming some of the clones, and then you'll have a very solid Galactic Republic. You can throw Yoda in there as well when you get through with your Geos teams and get Padme unlocked. The only downfall to going Padme first is you cannot unlock her until level 85, and I'm not really sure why with the journey guide that they chose to have some characters be able to unlock before 85, and then some of them are locked at the 85 thing. Padme, unfortunately, is one of those that's locked behind getting to level 85, where like Emperor Palpatine and Thrawn, you can get those before level 85 and go ahead and start working on those and using those in your squad arena team. So that's one unfortunate downfall to going the Separatist route, is Padme is locked until you get to 85, but you can go ahead and start working on the rest of her team and hoard up on some other resources as well. And then here's your First Order team. So First Order, I know I'm kind of blocking a little bit this off, but First Order is going to unlock BB-8. And then when you unlock BB-8, then you can start building the team to get your Jedi Training Ray. Both of those teams are required for the new Galactic Legends event. So if you wanted to go or come into the game and your focus is going after that, what's going to be the new meta, I'm sure with all the requirements for these teams, it's got to be the meta. There's no way that they're going to throw that on and then it be a bad character. So it's going to be quite a grind, especially if you go the free-to-play route. But you can be one of the first free-to-play players to get that character when you're able to go through the process. You're definitely not going to be the first player to do it, because there's some Krakens out there that's going to beat you way to the punch. But if that's the route that you want to go, this First Order team's a pretty solid team to begin with. It's not a top-tier team, but it's going to do pretty well in Squad Arena. And then when you start getting your Resistance crew as well, Jedi Training Ray is very good in some of the raids. I think she does pretty well in some of the territory battles as well. So definitely a solid character to go after. And then I just wanted to point out another resource as well. This guide here is from one of my friends in my guild. He keeps up with our gamingfans.com website, and it's Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes 101, first characters. I'll leave a link down below, but it also kind of goes over like your foundation, goes through like level times, like where you should be focusing through 1 through 50, and then when you start getting towards finishing up your leveling grind, where should you go from there? So a lot of great written content here as well, so you can kind of go through and get some more tips and strategies on how to be successful in this game. So that's kind of it, guys. I just wanted to go over some teams that I think will make you make you successful early on in this game, and then kind of set your goals. Like, where do you want to go when it comes to legendary characters in this game, because that's where most of the fun gets, is when you start unlocking those really strong characters, start building teams off of them. So this is a good foundation. I don't think you can go wrong with any of these routes. Some of them may be a little bit more difficult than others, like this first order team's going to be a little bit harder to get because it's more Cantina node farms. And then like the Phoenix team, yes, it does really well. They've got some good tips or good chips that go along with them, but Thrawn and Palpatine, while good characters, they're nowhere near the meta in this game. So, but there's a lot that you can build off of that team as well. So that's the 3 options that I would recommend. Let me know what you think. Give me some comments down below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Really looking forward to getting some comments so I can start communicating with you guys and just see what your thoughts are. And then lastly, remember to like and subscribe. If the content's helpful for you, please let me know, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next video and have some fun out there on the holotables.